Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Oh, would you look at that? I did have time to make another video. Well, if this is going to be the last video of the year, I hope it's the most hilarious one you guys find. Honestly, this is the most funniest thing I've ever seen. Because today, we are talking about a movie. But not just any movie. Today's movie is a very special movie. And to just give you a bit of a spoiler, it is the most insane, bad movie I've seen, like, all year. This is like... It's one of those movies that is just hilariously bad. And this movie is called A Recipe for Seduction. So, to give you a bit of context on what this movie is, KFC partnered up with a studio called Lifetime and both joined forces to make a mini movie. That's right, it's not a full movie, it's more like a 16-minute movie. And it can be found on YouTube even. In fact, I'll be using clips from the movie for my video today because it's such a weird concept. So I will leave the link to the movie down below. You can watch it anytime. Hell, you can watch it right now. You could even pause this video and go watch it. Wow, you guys really left me to go and watch a KFC movie. That was so mean. But yeah, so KFC partnered up with Lifetime to make A Recipe for Seduction, which is basically supposed to be like the origin story of Harlan Sanders. It's a bit weird, but I'll get on this in a second. So, for those who don't know what KFC is, get out of here. What are you even doing here, honestly? Like, go back to that rock from where you came from. How do you not know what KFC is? So, to the intelligent people of KFC, again, they partnered up with Lifetime to make a mini movie. Now, I'm a huge fan of KFC. And you might be asking, how big? Well, I'm the kind of fan who would say, if you asked me how I would die, I would say I would die from having my arteries clogged while eating KFC. That's how big of a fan I am. I'm just messing, obviously no one wants to die of clogged arteries, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, what I heard, even if I like KFC's food, this past year has been a very weird year for KFC. For one, they made a dating simulator where you date Harlan Sanders, and they even made the Colonel like very young, so like you could date him. He's like a 30-year-old silver fox in the game. I haven't played the game, just so you know. I'm now planning to anytime soon. And then they also wanted to make a KFC gaming console. Yes, a gaming console in the same veins as like the PS4 and the PS5 or the Xbox. KFC was gonna have a gaming console, and what's even great about this gaming console is it cooks chicken. That's right. As you're playing your game, you get to have the smell of fried chicken being cooked as you play. I'm told, who in their right mind would buy this? I mean, I've already pre-ordered it. And so, yeah, KFC's been very weird. And they decide to surprise us with this. A recipe for this seduction. And what a great Christmas movie it is. Even though it's not really a Christmas movie, it is set during Christmas. And, oh boy, let's just dive on into it. This is madness. So basically the first thing you can see wrong with this movie that you can see is that this film is made by Gene. Gene who? Well. And so like, it's like they were so embarrassed to make this movie, they didn't even want to put in their last name. So it's just like a film by Gene. Okay. And then here we get a family shot of family having a Christmas dinner. You know, seems to be very nice, very pleasant. However, funny thing I noticed, that this is the first shot of chicken we get in the movie. And you're like, oh, okay, maybe we'll get to see more chicken later on in the movie. Spoiler alert, chicken only shows up twice in this movie. Yes, in this movie, giving us the origin story of Colonel Sanders, chicken shows up twice. And by the way, for those who don't know, no, this isn't an origin story of the Colonel. This isn't how he started KFC. No, this is a rom-com of how the Colonel got his wife. Was Colonel Sanders even married? I don't know Colonel Sanders' history. But this is about how the Colonel met the love of his life. And just to get this out there, I'm not a fan of romance stories or rom-coms. But because I spent most of my life being raised by a single mother, I've seen a lot of romance stories and rom-coms, so I definitely know where this is going. And the fact that they're gonna try and cram a 2-hour movie into a 16-minute movie, I am very interested to see how they will deal with this. Alright, so here we have the family talking about the chicken and the dinner, and the weirdest thing happens. Look at this.
Well, you've nevertheless orchestrated the perfect meal for the perfect evening. Right, sweetheart?
Yes, it couldn't be more perfect.
And then she shoots on Luke to her best. Okay, so for those who don't know, the black guy is Lee. This girl here is Jessica, and that guy is a Garibaldi. You'll see why this is funny later on. So our main characters in this film are like 5 people, I think. Again, it's a very short film, so there are only really 5 characters in this film. We have the mother, whose name is Bunny. We have this guy here, the white guy. He's a Garibaldi. I forgot his Billy Garibaldi the third. So you gotta reference him like that. And then here we have Jessica, the daughter of Bunny and Garibaldi's girlfriend. And then the black guy is Lee, Jessica's best friend. Now, Lee is your typical gay best friend. Really, that's all he is, and that's kind of his character just for the whole movie. I just like, but it's so funny how Jessica looks at Lee and then Lee just shoots her look back. It wasn't even an eye roll. It was like, like he just like let's go back and replay that.
Orchestrated the perfect meal for the perfect evening. Right, sweetheart?
Yes, it couldn't be more perfect.
Like, what the hell was that? It wasn't even an eye roll. It's just like, like, bro, what? Oh my goodness, we're off to a great start, and we're not even a full minute in. Jesus Christ.
I beg to differ.
All right, so here Mr. Garibaldi III is proposing to Jessica, and just watch the next few seconds.
I am madly, wildly, certifiably, insanely in love with you.
I am truly, deeply, crazily, awesomely, terrifiably, 100%ly, truly, deeply in love with you. Hey, get out of here, episode 2. Attack of the Clones. Though you're kind of right, truly, deeply in love with you. What the hell, man? Why are you using so many words? But continue watching.
You do me the greatest honor.
Oh my god.
Look at this. The man is literally proposing to her, and she's looking to Lee like, is this boy for real? And I'm like, you're not alone. This isn't like the Kardashians or whatever reality show where they pull you aside behind the curtain and you give your thoughts to the audience. The guy you're proposing to is literally right there. You could not be any more rude. Okay, I decided to skip ahead. Garibaldi proposes to Jessica. Jessica says, I need more time, and goes to bed, leaving everyone at the dinner table. You know, like a pro. Boom. I wish I had my glasses. I'd show you. But we'll get a real yow moment in the future. Just hold on. This movie is not even close to being done.
Morning.
How dare you leave Billy in the lurch like that?
I know, the lurch. Is this some... But honestly, what is a lurch? Is this some kind of rich person joke that I'm too poor to understand?
Please.
He's a Garibaldi.
And there we have one of the best lines in the movie. Trust me, guys. A lot of the lines in this movie are very memeable, and I will put it in like I will compile all the best lines in this movie into a video. I promise. For you guys, I will dedicate the time to compile all the best lines in this movie just for you because it's so hilarious. For example, he's a Garibaldi. He's a she says with so much seriousness. He's a Garibaldi. You have to marry him now. So here's another plot point I just want you guys to see. By the way, if this video gets copyrighted, you probably won't see it. I'll keep it around. It's hilarious. This is the funniest thing I've seen. Anyways, here is a thing that's also a big problem with this movie. Just watch.
To become soulmates. In the meantime, your father left us nothing but a legacy of debt. We're weeks away from the bank repossessing our house.
But it's so unfair. Our family's
So you might be wondering, oh, okay, her family's in debt, right? Her father has passed away. No one can support the family. Hold up. If you are weeks away from losing your house, why the hell are you hiring a new chef? If you're this close to living on the road, is good food really the most important thing that matters right now? Even if it is being made by the Colonel, you know what I'm saying? And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Harlan Sanders.
The menu for the Christmas Eve luncheon is
But hey, what's so hilarious is that never once in this movie do they call him Colonel. That is hilarious in its own rights.
Look at Mrs. Mancera.
Sorry, who are you?
Harlan Sanders, the new cook.
Modest. Harland was head chef at Le Petit Pamplemousse.
Le Petit Pamplemousse. I'm spat all over my screen now. Le Petit Pamplemousse.
Come stay in the guest house as our resident chef, if you will.
Anyway, I better get...
Even though this movie is 16 minutes long, Jessica and the Colonel stared at each other for so long, I could swear another ice age has passed. Look at that, just like those pop-up puppets. What the hell, man? Like, why is he being so sus of the Colonel, yet he has literally done nothing? All he's done is accept her daughter's invite to go. Speaking of which, I don't want to show too much of this movie because it might actually get copyrighted, so I'm just gonna be like, just showing you a couple of things here and there. Like the mom is just like, I'm not just sure of this Harlan character. Like, he leaves the groceries out, which is true. Like, he literally signs for you see this van here? He literally signed for the groceries from the van, and then he leaves them out. Maybe she does have a right to get angry. Okay, so Harlan and Jessica walk around their house. Also, that is a very big house. Jesus Christ, you have a pool? No, they're gonna lose it. You're spending way too much money for your own good. Like, don't live above your own means, guys. Anyways, so Harlan and Jessica walk around the house where they just chat with each other. And Jessica asks Harlan his story. Just listen to this.
Well, I'd like to think it hasn't been fully written just yet, but if I were the author of it, I'd have a chapter in there about my secret recipe changing the world.
Oh, a secret.
What the fuck? He doesn't tell her anything about him. He just jumps straight into it. Oh, I have a secret recipe that will change the world. You guys won't even believe it is gonna be amazing. It'll be like, so hiya, hey, and then he's like, it's gonna be changing the world, you know, secret recipe. He sounds like one of those guys who says this gig is gonna be big, but then they're like, their business doesn't immediately take off. Like, bro, chill out. Also, they've literally just met, and he's telling her his deepest secret. And you might be thinking, well, what's the problem with that? Later on in the film, when Billy finds out that Colonel has a secret recipe, he gets mad at Jessica for telling someone else. Bro, you literally just met Jessica. Why are you surprised that Billy knows a secret recipe? So Billy comes back, he finds out that Jessica is, he comes back, he's mad at Jessica, he's like, oh my goodness, you refused my proposal, now you're not answering my calls, you're refusing to talk to me, which is also a very aggressive way to go into your spouse or significant other if they say they need more time. Bro, I think it's literally been like a day, chill out. And then Harlan has to jump in, like, hear this out, guys.
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
And the way he says it, just like he's an epic hero. I'm Harlan Sanders, the new chef. You might have had one of my chicken dinners.
Beat it, Crouton. Get back to the kitchen and let me in.
I like Billy. He thinks on his feet. Beat it, Crouton. Ah, love that. And then to come to play back later, but let's just, like, this feels like one of those Mexican, not rom-coms, romantic dramas where, like, the screen, like, sort of cuts in half where, like, you get to see the black bar on the top, black bar on the bottom, and then you got the wind blowing, and then Jessica's the damsel who these two are fighting for. Like, this feels like a Mexican soap opera, and trust me, I've seen a lot of soap operas. And then I'm gonna jump 10 seconds ahead because this is the best part. So Jessica leaves Billy because she's tired of him. And then we have this guy.
Don't call me Crouton.
And then, like, why that comment hit so close to home? I swear, the first time I watched this movie, I didn't even know Billy called the Colonel Crouton. And so now this is the funniest thing ever. Like, it's just, like, what happened? Why is he so offended by the word Crouton? They're just like, don't call me Crouton. And I swear, basically after he said Crouton, just listen.
Don't call me Crouton.
You could just hear the music. Yo! That's CIA music. Or was it CIA Miami or something like that? Who are you? That one. So now he's just like, don't call me Crouton. Yo! Yeah. So Jessica talks to Lee about how she finds the Colonel so dreamy and that she can't explain why she's having these feelings for him. And then she goes off to list why she thinks the Colonel is cool. He has a dream. He's a great cook. He's got a steady job. Oh, wait. I said I didn't know anything about him, right? Oh, crap. And then we have a mother who's literally lurking at every doorway coming to take Jessica's phone. So there's that. Yay. So Bunny comes to the country club to meet Billy, where they both talk about how Jessica doesn't have any more feelings for Billy. And then here we get the weirdest reveal that Jessica's mother, Bunny, is having an affair with Billy. Mind you, Jessica isn't married to Billy, but her mother is having an affair with Billy, where they have weekends at the vineyard and such. And I'm like, okay. The first thing that came into my mind was, ew. Second was, this movie could have been over from the first second. Like, if we obviously know Jessica doesn't have feelings for Billy, but we know Billy has feelings for her mother. So, Dory have Bunny marry Billy. Obviously, Jessica couldn't care less what Billy does with his life. She's already into the new chef from L'Arecipeforseduction. And so now, just go ahead and have Bunny marry Billy. There, problem solved. Billy pays all of Bunny's bills. He gets her body. Bunny gets money from Billy. And Jessica gets to ride off into the sunset with her chicken dinner husband. Like, what is this? What is this? This movie could have been over so fast, but for some reason, this movie feels like it has to be more complicated than it already is, and have Bunny still tell Billy to marry Jessica, and then they have an affair behind Jessica's back. For what reason? Literally, Jessica's nothing to do with this. She's not receiving any inheritance. You literally just said her father left you in a lot of debt. What inheritance do you have left? Just marry Billy. Jesus Christ. Why am I getting this mad over a mini movie that's a freaking dumb soap opera? Anyway, Lee finds out that they're having an affair and he wants to warn Jessica. Meanwhile, Billy decides to go and check out Harlan's secret recipe, where he literally does the funniest thing ever. Just watch. Like, please don't do that. Like, before I say anything else, please don't do that. I know the internet is weird, and if I say anything else, people are gonna start putting their thumbs on knife, but you're gonna cut yourself. Like, did you think the secret recipe was in the knife? Why would you touch the knife like that? Okay, so Harlan catches him fiddling through his things, and we have the weirdest conversation I've ever seen.
It's the man I'm looking for. Oh. All right. What about it? I've come to make you an offer. Sorry? You're gonna make me explain this, aren't you?
What the hell? You're the one who's coming to make him an offer. He's not coming to make you an offer. Like, why are you gonna be so rude to him? He's like, it's like, I'm coming to make you an offer. Oh yeah, what offer? Really? You're gonna make me explain to you? Can't you read my mind? You know, like a good boyfriend? Like, seriously, what's up with girls wanting guys to read their minds? But back on track, dude, just tell him the offer. Anyways, it gets even weirder. Okay, I skipped a few seconds ahead. Billy's taunting Sanders by revealing that he knows Sanders' secret recipe, and he also says that Jessica said yes to his proposal even though she never did say yes. And I'm like, okay, so if you're gonna lie to the colonel that Jessica said yes, why are you still writing him a check to leave Jessica alone? Jessica, at least in Colonel's mind, is your woman. Why would you want to steal your woman? But you're still writing him a check? Like, bro, that is contradicting yourself. Anyways, look how much he writes the check for. $500,000. Bro, if I've only known a girl for like a weekend and her ex or whatever gives me $500 to leave her alone, $500,000 to leave her alone, my butt is already on the streets. I am running away. No girl is worth that amount of money, especially for a girl I've only known for a weekend. I am out of here, dude. Like, in my country, that would be 500,000. That's 5 million. That's 50 million. Bro, do you know what you could do with 50 million? You could go and start your own restaurant. Leave Jessica alone. What? A weekend fling in exchange for 500,000? Yes, please. Okay, again, I skipped ahead. So Lee comes to Jessica's home after trying to call her, but obviously he can't reach her number because Jessica's mom has taken her phone. And so he meets Jessica's mom and he's like, yo, where's Jessica? I know your plan. And she's like, obviously I know you know my plan. And she smacks him with like a mop broom thing. It's that thing near her body, that thing on the stairs. Like, what the hell is that mop broom thing? Anyway, she knocks out Lee and she tries to drag her body. Though I don't know how she plans to do that, considering she's an older, smaller woman. I don't know how she's planning to drag the body of this big black man. And then, yeah, so like, it's just, this movie's very weird. So the colonel comes in to meet Jessica. He shows her the check Billy gave her. And she's like, oh, wait, no, I didn't say yes. All I want is you, Colonel. You're my true love. Oh, no. And then Bunny is in the doorway again. She's like in every doorway. I swear to God. She's like those pop-up puppets. Okay, so it's the day after Jessica's mom tells her that that Colonel actually left. He ran away with the check that Billy gave him, and that he's disappeared, and that he never really loved Jessica. So Jessica's obviously upset. She goes for a walk. She hears sounds coming from an area. She finds a door handle covered in blood. Mind you, the door is even locked. Like, what the hell? So, spoiler alert, Jessica and Billy kidnap Harlan Sanders and they put him in like a storage room. His blood is on the doorknob. But what's even hilarious is that they didn't even lock the door. If you're gonna kidnap someone, like, how can you kidnap someone and not even do kidnapping 101? Lock the goddamn door. Jesus Christ. So anyway, Jessica comes in. She finds Harlan tied up. And then, like, And then Billy just decides to appear from like behind a shelf. A, what the hell was he doing behind that shelf? B, we find out that Billy wanted to kill Colonel Sanders all along. So why did he just kill him right there and then? Instead he's like sitting behind the shelf doing what? Kill him. You had so much time before now to kill him, but okay. So Jessica's mom comes in. She tells them that Lee escaped. Oh no. Billy's like, oh, goodbye, chicken man. Today you will die. Ha 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 ha. In typical soap opera fashion. I swear, I feel like I'm watching a Mexican romantic thing. I swear. A Mexican, what do you call it? What do you call it? Mexican soap opera. I am dumb. I don't know English. Anyway, Colonel knocks Billy. Again, by the way, have you noticed the action in this movie is so dumb? Like when Buddy knocks out Lee, it looks like she doesn't even hit him. Here, Colonel is literally tied to a chair and knocks Billy down. Mind you, his legs haven't been tied. He could literally just stand up and walk out the room if he wanted to. So he comes back, Lee knocks him down. He's like, oh yeah, don't mess with the black man. And then Bunny gets mad. And then she like lunges at the Colonel with her claws out. She's like, this is all your fault. What do you gotta do to him? Gouge his eyes out? Jesus. Jessica tackles the crap out of her. You see, she knocked down an entire shelf. Jessica comes in, she's like, oh Harlan, oh I love you so much. Oh do. Then we jump to a year later, I think. Was it a year later? I can't remember. Honestly, more YouTubers need to review this movie. This thing is a masterpiece, I tell you. It's just beautiful. Yeah, 1 year later, they get married. Colonel's like to the next chapter. I think he only referenced once in this movie. Mind you, so far we've only seen one chicken. But we'll get back on that because something interesting is popping up. Okay. So we find out in that year, the mother, what's her name? Bunny got sent to a mental institution where she looks old, tired, and grey. Bro, it's only been a year. Chill out. And I'm guessing Billy got out because he's rich and he was able to bribe someone. But either way, he's not in this institution. But just watch this. Watch this. It's the dumbest thing.
You have a visitor today, Mrs. Mancera?
Hello, Bunny.
Well,
I found them.
And that's it. It ends on a cliffhanger. As if this movie thinks it deserves a sequel. That is by far the most hilarious thing for this. So yeah, Billy comes in. First of all, did he just carry that chicken with him the whole way? He's like checking into this mental institution and he's like, oh, don't ignore the chicken in my hand. That's meant for a dramatic moment later. Then he comes in, he's like, I found them. And what did he find? He couldn't have found a couple because he knows where they live. He couldn't have found the secret recipe because he lost that like almost immediately. What the hell did he find? And I'm not saying I want a sequel. And so that was the KFC movie, A Recipe for Seduction. Obviously, I know a lot of people say that it was a parody of regular soap operas. And if that's the case, well, it did its job well. However, on the basis of it actually being a soap opera, there's a lot to talk about this movie. For what, let's talk about the characters here. Every character is like so dumb. Literally only like 5 characters. Lee is again your token gay best friend. We have Jessica, who is just there. She's literally just a floaty girl. We have Bunny, who is ew. And then we have Billy, who is the most aggressive boyfriend I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. The only person who is slightly likable is the Colonel himself. However, he doesn't even know what he wants half the time. Everyone is just in their own world. The story itself is very dumb. There are like way too many plot holes into this. And again, like all other soap operas, it is just so fake to even be real. Like, was this even real? But the funniest thing to me was the pacing of this movie. As you know, when it comes to movies, pacing is a very strong factor of mine. And I just gotta say, the pacing of this movie is, without lack of a better word, perfect. It is both. Somehow they were able to cram a 2-hour movie into 16 minutes and make it feel longer than what it was. Honestly, I felt like I was watching this movie for a longer time. But at the same time, the pacing is so fast. The way everyone's relationship is going is like it's so fast. All these events are occurring in like the span of a week. And then Colonel and Jessica, Harlan and Jessica get married in a year. I'm surprised their relationship even lasted that long, considering how fast this movie went. They should have been married like the day after Harlan was rescued. So yeah, Harlan and Jessica, their relationship lasted way longer than anyone expected. And again, the events of this movie move so fast. The pacing is both way too fast and way too slow, and it's just perfect. This movie is an enigma. This thing is the most strangest thing I have seen all year. It is a hilariously bad movie, and I just gotta love it for that. You really cannot hate this movie. And for all those reasons and more, KFC the movie, A Recipe for Seduction, should just be watched. You just have to watch it to have a great time. Again, link is in the description. If this video gets copyrighted, well, now you know why. And again, this might be the last video of the year, so thank you so very much for guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing to me, for giving me a great year 2020. I know 2020 has been a hard year, but for my channel it's been a wonderful year, and I just want to thank you all for doing that. Again, link to the KFC movie in the description. Please don't copyright me lifetime. The only reason I showed clips of a movie in this video is because this movie is an internet movie. You can find the whole thing on YouTube, but that's why I don't do it for other movies, because other movies are a bit more uptight and a bit more copyrighty. So hopefully lifetime can give me a bit of leeway. And so again, thank you so very much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. I always want to know what your opinions are. Tell me, what did you think of this movie when you saw it? Was it like about the most mad thing you've ever seen? I really want to know. Again, I've been Captain Phoenix. Thank you so very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of it, and I hope to see you in the new year. Goodbye, my beautiful Rangers.